Hey Libras, welcome to Libra Intuitions. Hey Libras, first and foremost, I want to say I love you. I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day. Libras, we are about to go ahead and whew, dive into this daily message. Okay, these are going to be questions that the Most High wants you to ask yourself to kind of get some type of empowering understanding. And I do want to say I love you. So if nobody told you they love you today, fuck them, because I am somebody. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and dive into this. Most High, thank you for my Libras. Spirit, what's the energy? What's the questions that you want our Libras to ask themselves today? All right, Libra. So the first question I see here is how and how often do I give myself permission to enjoy life? How do I feel then? How and how often do I give myself permission to enjoy life? How do I feel then? Right now, blessings. Spirit is saying, Libra, it's time for you to truly give yourself the okay to enjoy the finer things in life. It's time for you to really accept and understand that you deserve to do certain things that you held back from doing because maybe you feel like finances was getting in the way. Maybe you felt like um you were not in a position to do those things, or even you just felt like, oh well, maybe I need to do something better with this type of funds or time. God is saying, give yourself permission. Last time you gave yourself permission to let your hair down, to enjoy, to take a trip, to go pamper yourself, how did you feel? Did you feel good? Did you feel relaxed? Did you feel deserving? Spirit says, like, you're going into this time where in order for you to fully emerge in this in this new life of truly luxury and also limitless activities or experience, you have to open up your mind to receive these things. You can't receive limitless experiences, but you limit your experience. And God said, once you start getting used to doing something, He's going to provide a way. The Most High is going to provide a way for you to continue to have these experiences, but you have to open your mind up to doing it. You have to know that you're worthy. So, and I want to say, think about this. How many times have you have sacrificed what you need to do for somebody else? Oh, well, they deserve it. Or God said, you deserve it. Okay. So right now, God is saying it's time for you to give yourself permission to truly enjoy and experience what this life has to offer so that you can open up the doors and the gates to experience more like experiences. Okay. Because we limit ourselves. All right, the next question, most I want you to ask yourself is, what is the most courageous thing I've done? How did it make me feel? Now, right now, I can already see the pattern where it's going. Spirit is saying, Libra, with you, you've been holding yourself back from a life of really just excitement. God says, what is the most courageous thing I've done and how did it make me feel? Now, when you're doing something courageous, first, a little fear could be there because it's like, shit, dang, what, am I going to be able to do it? Am I a little scared, But when you do it, when you overcome that energy of fear or the unknown, what happens? You have this type of exhilarating energy, right? You feel so excited. You feel alive. And Spirit says right now, it's time for you to feel alive. Bunk that fake ass energy of fear. God said, do something that feel alive. And what does that do for you when you do it? How do you feel? You feel like you have no fucking limits. God said, baby, the only limits we have are the limits that we put on ourselves. If you don't give yourself permission to experience these limitless endeavors, you're not going to be able to experience it. And God is saying, this is your portion, my love. God said in this next life, and I mean, and because you've already jumped timelines, in order for you to truly experience like the limitless abilities that you have in things that you want to do, God said, man, first you got to give yourself permission. First, you got to know that you're worthy, and you got to get your beautiful ass out there and do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. What else you want our sexy ass, with a courageous ass levers to do? What you want them to know? It says, why am I doing the things I'm doing right now? So the Spirit wants you to really just take a step back and think, why are you doing what you're doing right now? Are you doing it for the kids? Are you doing it because you to pay the bills? Are you doing it because you want to live? Like, where is your mindset at when you do what the things you do? Either for money, either characteristics, your routines, your habit. Do you work out to get fired, or you do it? Like, what are you doing it for? And Spirit says, if these things do not come back to you doing it for you or to elevate you, your experience, to make you better, then what are you really doing it for? Oh, I'm doing it for this, I'm doing it for that. Just understand, a lot of times people be living their life for other people. And the truth is, if you were to, Lord forbid, be dead and gone, you know the earth and the world gonna keep on moving. It's gonna keep on moving. The Spirit says, and your whole life is spent on trying to handle and take care of other people's situations when you didn't even experience life. Today, God really wants you to realize that there's something that's going to be coming up, and either you can ignore it or you could bypass it and be like, "Nah, I ain't gonna do it." I need to do something else with it, or you can go and have the time of your life. This definitely could be a trip that's happening. This could be an invite that's coming in. And Spirit says it's going to be up to you for you to really give yourself permission to experience that. Most High, what else you want our Libras to know? One more question for my Libras. Ooh, 3 good now? Okay, Libra, you got best. God is trying to tell you something right now. Okay. Oh, what's up, my love? All right, the next question, Spirit, wants you to ask yourself is, how or in what way do I experience myself when I'm alone? Like, wait a minute, that question can go either way. Shut up, Mercy. Get your mind out the cover. Okay. This question is, how or in what way do I experience myself when I'm alone? Now, I feel like this question, what Spirit is talking about, is how do you enjoy yourself? What do you do when you are alone? Now, understand, a person's character isn't what they do when they're around a lot of people. Their characters is what they do when people ain't around. And Spirit, and when I say experience, and when I hear this experience yourself, I don't think it's talking about, masturbating or nothing like that. I mean, it could be, but I don't think that's what they're talking about, right? I feel like Spirit is saying, what is it that you do to really understand yourself more? Do you take spas and be one with your mind, really identify how you feel, what made you feel that way, and ways to prevent a feeling if it is unease, or if it's a good feeling, how to duplicate more feelings of that nature? Do you sit to with yourself and really realize, even or contemplate on some of the actions that you have done, what spun from them? Was there any depth? If there's some healing that needs to be taking place? Is there somebody that has that has your mind, where in some aspects like you may feel like they control you with certain things that they say? And what do you need to do to heal from those things so that you have all the control and no one else does? See, when God is saying this, like how do you experience yourself? God is saying, do you really sit down with yourself and try to figure you out? Because sometimes our biggest problem is ourselves, and I ain't afraid to say sometimes I be the problem. I do, and I don't care. I don't care. I do. I'm a beautiful problem, but I be trying to figure my shit out. You feel me? And I feel like God says this that time that you need to really start figuring yourself out. Give yourself permission to experience those things, that so that you will know what it is you like, what it is you don't like. A lot of times we be living our life off of other people's experiences that they put on us, and we be afraid to explore some shit because somebody feel like, oh, you don't need to explore. If that was the case, I would have never became a spiritual reader. Hell, I was in Church of God in Christ, Pentecostal. Everything was the devil, except for we got people over here getting filled with the Holy Spirit, over here possessed and shit, running around the goddamn church. You know how that was. And for me to have to pull away from that, baby, I wouldn't have never done this. And I love what I do, baby. I love it. It healed me. It be helping heal y'all. Should we just be healing up in this bitch? But Spirit says, right now, I feel like today one of them days where Spirit says you really need to experience yourself. What is it that you want to do? Give yourself permission to pull away from all of the programming that you've been programmed with other people's energies. All right. Some people program you with information because they were not able to break away from it. Don't even know why. They just going with the flow, not doing no research, just going with the flow. Spirit says right now, when you by yourself, you really need to see what it is that you want to do, how you want to do it. And really like step out on faith, be courageous. When you push past that energy of fear, ain't nothing but limitless opportunities. The next question Spirit wants you to ask yourself is, who am I? Who are you? Besides the clothes, besides a wife, a sister, a brother, a daddy, an uncle, a cousin, who are you? What defines you? Not by what you wear, not by your title. Who are you? Spirit said that's that type of shit that you need to be experiencing yourself, figuring out who you are. You're not a title. You're not a name. Who are you? Spirit says this is what you need to find out, who you are. Because when you know who you are, can't nobody tell you who you are. Can't nobody convince you that you're something that you know that you're not. What kind of God are you? What kind of creator are you? All right, the last question, Most High, I want you to ask yourself, Libras, is what is my worst fear? How does it limit my possibilities in life? What is my worst fear? How does it limit my possibilities in life? What is your worst fear? Is it being looked down upon because of other people's opinions? Is it not being able to provide or survive? Is it not being able to leave a legacy? Is it falling off? If your fear has anything to do with other people's opinion of you, baby, you need to get over that shit. And Spirit wants you to know whatever that fear is, what you got in your mind, how does that limit your like how does it limit your movement in life? How does it limit your possibilities in life? You know, fear is an illusion that keeps people from getting to their goal quicker. Have you ever had a project and in your mind you made it so hard to where you didn't even want to work on it, but then when you finally got to doing it, finally broke it down, you just like, damn, I should have been done this shit. Y'all ever done something you was procrastinating on because you was fearing the work that was going to be put in or all the effort that you were needed? You were visualizing the worst aspect of it, because that's what fear does. It makes you think about the worst possible outcome. And when you finally did it, you realize it wasn't even that fucking hard. And then in your mind, you like, man, I could have been, you know how further off I could have been if I had just stuck with this shit and did it. This is what this is. God has said, whatever your biggest, worstest fear is, get over that shit and move past it. Fear is an illusion to keep you stuck. And today there's something that you may be fearing that God said you're going to need to dive in. Give yourself permission to dive in. Fear limited us from having new experiences, from trying new things, from being courageous. Because we are not familiar with, because God is saying you got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, going into new territories, doing things that we ain't done before. See, a lot of our family before us, they was afraid of that. They was afraid of moving different. They was afraid of going against the grain. That's why they still in the same position, still teaching you the shit that has not taken them nowhere. God said, but again, who are you? Are you your past or are you your legacy? Either which way, it's going to be up to you to decide. I love you, family. Love yourself. Remember, we are the gods and ain't shit they can do about it.